I do apologize. Let me start over. I was muted. So again, welcome to the Lifestyle Makeover, and I am Lease L. Youmans, the owner of the Lifestyle Makeover. It's a coaching boutique where we help you to gain clarity, master your mindset, walk by faith, or build your faith in God and confidence in yourself, so that you can live a life of purpose and prosperity. So again, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for those that are joining me live. If you're watching by replay, click the subscribe button. Make sure that you're sharing the replay out, comment, interact, ask questions, whatever it is that you need to do to get to the lifestyle that you desire to live. We're going to do that on today. So before we get started, I do want to ask you to text Make Me Over to 84576 to join the What's in the Cup community. And that's where you will receive weekly inspiration and empowering quotes and just little things to keep you uplifted as you go throughout your week, tips, different things like that. So text 84576 to I'm sorry, text Make Me Over to 84576 to join the What's in Your Cup community so that you can get your inspirational and empowering text throughout the week. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, our topic for today and what I'm going to be speaking about is what's stopping your manifestation. What's stopping your manifestation? We can also ask who's stopping your manifestation. Sometimes that could be us, could be the people that we're connected to. But then for the most part, it do goes back to what's stopping your manifestation. And as we hear this word a lot, manifestation is basically to make evident for something to come into fruition, for something to come to pass, or different things like that. So, what is stopping your manifestation? What is that desire that you have, that goal that you have that you've not been able to accomplish it yet? And what's stopping that? And today I'm going to cover a couple of things, or a few things rather, that could be stopping your manifestation. Like I said, it could be a who, it could be you, it could be a what, but we're going to focus on the what's stopping your manifestation. And when we talk about manifestation, we have to be careful, because a lot of times you do have people that think just because I believe for it, just because I speak it, and then there's no action, there's nothing that you're doing in order for this manifestation to come to pass. And we've heard the statement, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And that is a true statement. I always like to say that action is not an option, it's a necessity. And if we want things manifested in our life, we have to make sure that we are not stopping the manifestation of what we desire by our inactivity or not doing the right things, because sometimes we can be taking the correct actions, but sometimes we can be taking action, but they're not the correct action, or we can be doing good things, but they're not the right things. And I heard a long time ago, Dr. Miles Monroe said that good is the enemy of right. So we have to make sure that we are doing the right things. So I'm going to go down the list that I have that could be stopping your manifestation. And many times in my life, when I go back and evaluate as to why some things are not happening for me, it could be some of these things that I'm going to list here. It was some of these things that I'm going to list here for you today. So I hope at the end of this that you will be able to see what it is that's stopping your manifestation, so that you can get out of frustration, so that you can stop being feel feeling that frustration or that stress as to why things are not happening in your life. So what we're going to look at today is our mind, our mouth, and our movement. I call these the 3M: mind, mouth, movement, which are our thoughts, our speak, the way we speak, the words that we're saying, and our action. Our mind, mouth, and movement. These, if something's stopping our manifestation, I'm quite sure that it can be found within these three things: our mind, the thoughts that we're thinking, our mouth, the words that we're speaking, and our movement, the actions that we are taking, or our inactivity. There could be no movement at all, and these things stop our manifestation. And so when we look at our thoughts, when we look at our thoughts, right? I just want to make a note of something just came to mind so that I can get it over to you when we get to that part. So when we look at our thoughts, we have to make sure that our thoughts are in alignment with what it is that we say we desire. Our thoughts must be in alignment with what it is that we say that we desire. One of the things that can stop our manifestation is our thoughts. There could be some limiting beliefs there. There can be some blockages there. You could have the wrong thought pattern as far as it pertaining to you doing what it is that you desire to do and getting in life what you desire to have in life. There are a lot of times when we can see the great things that we want, we can see the things that we desire, whether that's a promotion on our job, a relationship, marriage, children, higher pay, or to be financially debt free, or to increase our income or build another multiple stream, stream of income. It could be dealing with our business. We want to start a business, or we want to get to a certain place in our business. The same with ministry or in our family, whatever it is, we can believe that these things can happen. We can see it. I can see it because I see other people doing it, and I can see it because this is really what I believe I should be doing. But then when I get that vision of what I want this outcome to be, when I get the vision of what I want this desire, what this desire is on the inside of me, when I have that vision for my ministry or for my relationship, there's still some things that can stop those things, can stop this manifestation from happening. And when we look at our thoughts, sometimes we can see where we desire to be, but do we really believe that we are deserving or that we're worthy of those things? We can see where we desire to be, but then there's those mindsets, like old mindsets that we may have rooted deep within us, that we need to uproot, that we need to pluck up, that we need to get rid of. And this can cause our habits to go in a certain way, right? When we talk about our mindset, it could be that you can be moving forward and you on a good path, and there may be some areas in your life where you may feel insecure, when you may feel a certain way about yourself that is not in a good light, but you're going to move forward anyway, and someone can come and speak something to you and sow a seed into you, and now you have that particular thought that's going to stop your manifestation. So when we talk about what's stopping our manifestation, we can look at our thoughts. That's the first thing that we need to look at, because we do go in the direction of our thoughts. And when we are talking about our thoughts, and when we're talking about our focus and our aim, what we focus and give our attention to, that's the direction that we're going to head in. So our thoughts could be stopping our manifestation. So take a moment and look at your thoughts. Consider your thoughts. Think about what you are thinking about. Are you thinking more along the side of the negative, as if this is not going to happen for me, or this is too hard, or I can't do this, or other people, too many other people are doing it? Sometimes that's not the manifestation for some people, especially in business. And when you start out with different things, and maybe you have a product or a service that someone else has, and then you get it in your mind, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this because now 10 other people are doing it. And that's not necessarily true. And that's going to stop your manifestation. And we can see right here, it's going to stop your manifestation. But because you believe that you can't do it, you're not going to do it. You're not going to take the actions that you need to take. So our thoughts stop our manifestation. And then we have our mouth. What are we speaking? We know that death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So what is it that you're speaking? Because the words that you speak out of your mouth, we have to be mindful. Our words are like seeds, and people say this saying, you will eat your words, and it's kind of cliche. And of course, people say it, maybe to get back at somebody or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, you will eat your words. So what is it that you're saying? Is what you're speaking stopping you from seeing the manifestation that you desire to see? So again, what's stopping your manifestation? When we say the term I can't, like I spoke about that with the mindset, like I can't do this because some other people are doing it. Sometimes we use that phrase I can't because we don't think we have the ability or the education. We're not at that particular level, or we have the skill. So when you say I can't, you cancel out the possibility of you ever doing something. So when you say I can't, you're not going to even try. When you say I can't, your mind don't even register that now I need to try to figure out a way to get this thing done. I need to figure out a way to get this thing moving forward. I need to figure out a strategy. I need to write down some goals. I need to come up with a plan to get this thing done. So when you speak out of your mouth, I can't, you're stopping the manifestation of what you desire to see. I don't care how vivid the vision is, but when you get to a point where you don't believe that you can do something, or you're saying, I can't do this thing, you're not going to do it. You're not going to move forward. You're not going to put in the work that you need to put in. So our speech. So we must be careful about what it is that we're speaking. Like I said, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And what we put out, we are going to receive it. It's just like a farmer plants a seed, and at some point, the harvest is going to come. Now, when we plant that seed of our word, at some point, we're going to see the harvest of our words. And when we see that harvest, is that harvest stopping you from manifesting a thing, or is that harvest causing you to manifest a thing? So we must be careful with the words that we are speaking out of our mouths, because these things can stop our manifestation. And then the third thing, our actions. When we're not doing the right thing, like I said at the beginning, right is the enemy of wrong, or good is the enemy of right. Just because you're doing good deeds, just because you're being busy, does not necessarily mean that you're being productive. Does not necessarily mean that the actions that you're taking are getting you closer to your goals being accomplished, or getting you closer to the desire being manifested. Or if you're in a relationship, you can be doing a whole lot of things, but if it's not the correct actions that you need to take, the right actions that you need to take as it pertains to that relationship and building that relationship, the relationship is never going to be built. So our actions can stop us from manifestation. And then the inactivity, when there's no action, and when there's no action, there's stagnation. And when you're stagnant, it's like you're stuck in a rut. You can't move. You can't get forward. You can't get past point A when you know you're trying to get to point C. So when there's no action, there's no manifestation. And a lot of times some people want to think that I can think it, I can say it, and then I can just sit down, cross my arms, cross my legs, pick up the remote, start looking at TV and going about my life. No. In order for you to see manifestation, you must put some action into it. And what comes to mind is that when someone builds a building, and when there's construction going on, yes, you have the blueprint for the building, or even your home. Yes, you have that blueprint. But if there's no action taken to concerning that blueprint, if there's no action taken, meaning no construction work is being done, you don't have the hammer, the nails, there's no noise being made, no foundation is being laid, then there is no manifestation. And the only place that house or that building is going to exist is on the blueprint itself. It's on a piece of paper. The same with our vision. If there's no action being taken, then the only place that our vision is going to exist is in our imagination, and also on the paper if we've written our vision down and written our vision statement out. There must be some action concerning our vision. There must be some action concerning our goals in order for us to manifest it. If someone is about to into a race, they can see the finish line. However, if they don't take action that they need to take, they're never going to get to the finish line. And we don't want to end up in life and keep going around in a cycle is where I see the finish line, but there's no completion because I'm not taking action, or I'm not taking the right action. That's like the runner seeing the finish line, but they run the opposite way. They may get to the finish line, however they're disqualified because they're going the opposite way. So they're causing themselves more work because now there's the course correction and everything like that. So we must make sure that we're taking action, and not only are we taking action, we're taking the right action and not good action. I was going through something for my quarter, setting my quarter out, and the things that I needed to have complete for this quarter, which I should have had completed on the last quarter. And the question was, ask God, if what is it that stopped you from moving forward? And God told me you was slacking the whole quarter. And my thing was, well, I was doing work, I was being productive. However, it was not in the thing that I should have been focusing my attention on. So I got a lot of things done, but I didn't get the manifestation of the goals that I desired for last quarter because I was putting all that energy in my effort into things that were not priority, or that should have not been made priority when it had already set out my goals and different things like that. So we got to make sure that we're taking the right action, and that action is being applied to the thing that we desire to see. That action is being applied to the vision that we desire to manifest. That action is being applied to the goals that we want to accomplish. That action is being applied to the things that we want to build. Or we're going to look back over our quarter, over our years, and different things like that, and we'll have things written down, and time has passed us by because we didn't get involved correctly in the time that we need to be involved in to see the manifestation. And with that time, and that brings me to time. We want to make sure that we're in the right timing. And when I want to make sure I'm in the right timing, I just seek God to make sure that I'm in the right timing for my manifestation to come. Again, when we talk about planting seeds and different things like that, harvesting till it's the time comes. We have to make sure, and in that we have to be patient, that we don't go dig up our weed, that we don't go and rip up the vision statement or rip up the plan that we had, that we don't go and destroy and reverse all the work that we had because we planted a seed in our lives concerning our dreams and concerning our goals. And because the timing has not come yet for that thing to happen, just like when the farmer plants the seed, the timing of the harvest come in the season that the harvest is supposed to come forth. We have to make sure that we're being patient, because that is one of the reasons also that we don't see our manifestation, because we keep going back and undoing the things that we've already done in our process. And we cannot do that. So being impatient will stop you from reaching your manifestation. I know, I understand. I had to, and I still do have to make sure that I'm enjoying the process and that I'm being patient with the process, because sometimes things take longer than others. Sometimes things take longer than we would like for them to take. We can't plant the seed and say, okay, tomorrow it's going to be here. Tomorrow I'm going to be able to get the fruit from this seed. Tomorrow I'm going to be able to see the manifestation. No, there's a process. There's a growth process once that seed is planted. And just like when we start taking actions, we have to be consistent in that to make sure that we keep doing it. When again, we going back to the seed, when the farmer plants the seed, he makes sure the seed is being watered. He or she, they make sure that the seed is being watered. They make sure that the seed is being taken care of, that it's being maintained, that that field is being maintained, that those things that will come in to destroy the crop or the harvest are being removed. And we have to do that when we plant seeds into our dreams. We have to make sure that those things, that seed is being protected, because we want to see our harvest. We have to make sure that there's no things that are going to come and destroy, such as negative thoughts or negative talks, or being in the conversations that we should not be in, and allowing certain things in our lives that we should not allow to come into our lives, allowing people to speak where we're getting discouraged. We have to make sure that we're not becoming discouraged ourselves. And yes, sometimes discouragement comes, but we don't have to dwell in that discouragement. Realize, be aware that the discouragement is here. Going back to the farmer, just to try and destroy his crop so he don't receive a harvest. So we have to make sure that we are aware that there's certain things called distractions. Certain things are going to come in, maybe jealousy and envy of others. Certain things going to come in, procrastination. Certain things are going to come in, depression, being overwhelmed are going to come in, that can destroy what it is that you're trying to manifest. So you want to make sure that you are seeing your manifestation. And again, it starts with our mind, it goes to our mouth, and also our movement. What are we thinking? What are we speaking? And what are we doing? Am I thinking in alignment with what I want to see? Am I speaking in alignment with what I want to see? Am I moving in alignment or acting in alignment and with what I want to see? Talking about alignment, the mouth, the mouth, and our movement, all three of these things must agree at all times. You can't think one thing and speak one thing. I think it's going to happen, but out of my mouth, I'm speaking that this is never going to happen to me, or I'm thinking it's going to happen, I'm speaking it's going to happen, and then I don't take the actions that I need to take to make it happen. We'll never see the manifestation of what we desire to see. So these things must be in alignment with each other, and these things must be in alignment with the desire that we want to see in our life, with the dream that we want manifested, with the goal that we want to accomplish, with the things that we're saying that we're building. Everything must line up. Everything must line up. When we're out of alignment with what we desire to see, when we're out of alignment with out of an alignment with our goals and with our dreams and with our vision, we're all over the place. There's no clarity. There's a lot of confusion. You have a lot of questions because you're not in a place where you can receive the correct answers. You're connected to the people you shouldn't be connected to. Doesn't mean that these people are bad. It just means that this may not be the right time for these things to be happening in your life, and you're all over the place. So therefore, you're doing a whole lot of things and not getting anything done. You're doing a whole lot of things and you're not doing the things that you need to do to manifest the things that you desire to see in your life. So these things could be stopping your manifestation. You must be in alignment. When we are in an alignment with the thing that we want to manifest in our life, we're at peace. There's a level of joy. We're not dealing with anxiety or stress in that particular way. We're not dealing with those things. We can like rest easy, so to speak, to know that I'm on track to receive my manifestation. Sometimes our manifestation could be over here, but we're all the way over here. So we're out of alignment. So we're not going to receive our manifestation. So when I'm in alignment with the manifestation, I can receive the manifestation. That thing is going to be manifested in my life. So when my thoughts, my words, and my actions are in alignment with this desire, with this goal, then it's going to be manifested in my life. When we talk about our health journey, and somebody's talking about they want to lose weight, and I want to weigh 150 pounds. Now, I may be 200 pounds, but I want to weigh 150 pounds. So that 150 pounds requires something to see the manifestation. So I have to eat right. I have to drink the water I need to drink. I have to work out and get my exercise in. I have to get proper sleep. I have to do all of these things, proper sleep, proper rest, to see this over here. But if I'm still overeating, not in it could, you don't even have to be overeating. You could just be eating the wrong things, not properly exercising, or not properly getting the rest that you need to get. You're not going to see the manifestation of that desired weight. So what's stopping your manifestation? Think about it. Think about your thoughts. Think about the words that are coming out of your mouth. Think about the actions that you are taking, and think about that desire that you want manifested. Are these things lined up with each other? And more importantly, are they in alignment with that manifestation that you want to happen in your life? And it seems like I'm freezing here. I'm going to keep going. So hopefully you can still hear me. I froze up a little bit there, so I apologize for that. And going back to that, our actions, don't be stagnant in your manifestation. Manifestation requires movement. Not just movement of your mind and your mouth, but movement of your body, movement where you're putting in that effort. So make sure that you are moving. And these three go together. They go together. Your mind, your mouth, and your movement. They go together. They're a trio. You can't do one without the other. If one is left out, no manifestation. If you're doing two the correct way and you're doing the last one the wrong way, no manifestation. So what's stopping your manifestation? So let me go back over the list. Your mind, your mouth, and your movement, which is your thoughts, your words, and your actions, what you're saying and what you're doing and what you're thinking. Also, not only these things, but these three things have to be in alignment with each other. And they also have to be in alignment with what you desire. And then consistency. You must make sure that you are being consistent in getting to your manifestation. You're taking your actions. Your thoughts are all the way together. Your speech. So I must be consistent about what I'm thinking. I must be consistent about what I'm thinking, speaking. I can't get to a situation and then I start thinking negative, or I start speaking negative, or I just sit down and don't want to do anything at all. I got to be consistent. You must be consistent in the actions that you're taking. We probably all heard that story, 3 feet from goal. You don't want to get 3 feet from your manifestation. You don't want to get 3 days or 3 minutes from your manifestation and you start speaking wrong because something happened, because things took an unexpected turn. No, you get your plan. That's why it's good to have a plan, have your vision in front of you. And because this doesn't look like the vision that I wanted to see, I'm going to keep moving, because clearly this is not my manifestation. It may be something I need to go through to get to my manifestation, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop right here to get to that manifestation that I need. And then our timing, we have to make sure that we're in the right time. Some things are just, it's just not the timing for those things. And like I said, I always seek God. Is this the right timing? Am I in timing or am I out of timing? What is it that I need to do in order to get to the thing that I need to get to? Because if you're thinking the things is supposed to happen right now, it's going to cause you frustration, and you don't want to be frustrated. And that was one of the things that could stop you from being stop you from seeing your manifestation, being impatient. You can't be impatient in this process. You can't be impatient in the process, and trust. You must trust the process. So those were some things that could be stopping your manifestation. So my question again to you, what's stopping your manifestation? Check your thoughts, check your words, check your actions. Make sure these things are lining up with the desire that you desire to see, so you can get the manifestation that you desire to get. When we talk about faith, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And I like to say that faith is believing that I have what I say I have at the moment that I say it, even though I can't touch it, I can't see it, I'm not living in the experience of it. When we're walking by faith, we're walking toward the manifestation of something. But even in that, still you have to be in alignment with what it is that you desire to see in your life. So again, the question was for today, what's stopping your manifestation? So I want to thank you for joining me here live. Also, my replay viewers, thank you for watching the replay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, so you can come back to the Lifestyle Makeover, which is, and I'm Lease L. Youmans of the Lifestyle Makeover, where I'm here to help you to gain clarity, master your mindset, build your faith in God and confidence in yourself, so that you can live a life of purpose and prosperity. Again, before I get off on this afternoon, I do want you to text Make Me Over to 84576 to join the What's in Your Cup community. What is What's in Your Cup community? It's a community where we come together. You'll receive inspirational texts, inspirational and empowering texts that's going to help you fill your cup, meaning help you fill your mind, help you fill your mouth, even help you feel your movement, so that you can get to the place that you desire to get to. So again, join me. To join the What's in Your Cup community, text Make Me Over to 84576. You can also visit our website, and that's at www.thelifestylemakeover.me. And I'm going to add that right here really quickly. And make sure that you subscribe once you go to the website. Okay, and that website again is the lifestylemakeover.me. The lifestylemakeover.me, to join us there. Find out what we're doing over there with the Lifestyle Makeover, again, to help you gain clarity, master your mindset, build your faith in God and confidence in yourself, so that you can live a life of purpose and prosperity. So I thank you for joining me on this afternoon. Stay tuned for what is coming up so that we can get to the places that we desire to be, so that we can get and start living the lifestyle that we truly desire to live. Because some of these things that I spoke about today that could be stopping your manifestation of having you to live the life you truly desire to live. Excuse me, we went over these things today. So make sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to see the manifestation of the things that you desire to see in life. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Lisa L. Youmans with the Lifestyle Makeover, and you can visit our website at www.thelifestylemakeover.me. And before I go, I just want to leave you with this, that we are daily becoming who God created us to be so that we can fulfill the purpose that He created us to fulfill. So again, thank you for joining me on this afternoon. And I do ask that you make sure that you stay tuned, turn the notifications on when you're subscribing to our channel. Make sure you turn the notifications on so you can come back and join us for whatever it is that we need to speak about in order for us to live those lives of purpose and prosperity. Until the next time, everyone, goodbye and God bless.